Can you talk about that though? Can you talk about your negotiations to make this fight? Like, I ain't saying numbers. I'm saying just the process to like get it done where you was like, all right, my side is done. I negotiated my side.
It was tough. It was tough because I remember, you know, they all brought me in and it was crazy. They was like, you by yourself.
Where was you at? What country was you at?
I think we was in, I think
that's when they had that big event.
It was for a Shakur fight.
London?
It was for Shakur fight. And I think we was in Saudi.
Okay.
So they brought me in there. Then we went to the little back room. And we was there for like 9 hours.
Dang.
Going back and forth.
Dang.
You know, they not budging, I'm not budging. I'm in that mug like this. I'm like.
By yourself?
By myself. And they like, and they calling Turkey. He's not, they talking in their language and texting and we going back and forth. And yeah, I'm like, man, I just want to talk to Turkey. They's like, you can't talk to Turkey because he's your friend.
So they trying to protect Turkey from the friendship.
Yes.
Because he gonna give in.
Yes. So they basically was like, you know,
that's crazy.
Hey, we gotta get the deal done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can see Turkey when you get the deal done. And I'm like, oh man, listen.
Yeah.
Y'all talking about ain't making sense.
Yeah.
You know
Did you have a number though?
Yeah.
Or you kind of had a number like, I want to be in this range,
yeah,
right? Yeah,
I had a number and it was just like, they like, man, listen, we gonna have to talk. so we all in that motherfucker for like, you know what I mean, 9 hours, dog.
9 hours, bro.
I'm telling you. I'm
straight?
Straight.
That's
Bruh.
crazy.
They tired, sleepy, irritable. Like you could tell everybody frustrated. But it was one time, it was like at a moment where we just sitting in that mug like this.
Right.
Just trying to figure it out. Like, everybody just quiet. And I'm like,
I ain't budging.
Man, I feel like y'all trying to jump me because y'all keep bringing people in to try to negotiate and I'm like, that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we finally came to terms. And
did you get to terms that day or you got close that day?
Everything happened that day. There ain't nothing, no, it's you. Not your lawyer, not this guy. It's you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We talking to you, so you gonna have to figure it out. You know what I mean? And we can figure the contract stuff later. But far as, you know, the number, this is gonna be a number that you figure out. So we going back and forth and we figuring it out, and then we came to a agreement, and I'm like, man, it wasn't the agreement that they wanted. It wasn't the agreement that I wanted. So it was kind of like in the middle. So it was just like, let's roll with it. Then once we, you know what I mean, agreed to it, then everybody happy that we out this month locked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And yeah, man,
They say that's a sign of a good negotiation though.
Yeah.
When both sides leave not fully satisfied. Like, I really wanted this, but I take that. And they really wanted to do this, but we can agree to that. Did you talk to Turkey after?
Yeah.
What'd he say?
Nothing. He just was telling me, why didn't you agree to the deal? I said, man, why I couldn't talk to you from the jump?
What did he say when you said that?
He just was like, you know what I mean, like I'm his favorite fighter. And, you know, he want to take the friendship out of business, like the heart. Like basically, you know what I mean, I can't do business with you like I do with everybody else because, you know, we friends. So this is why I have a team, you know, to keep my emotions away from business. You know what I mean? I respect it. I'm just like, man, I'm like, man, I respect all that, you know what I mean? Because, you know, it's been times that, you know, I done did the same. Like, hey, things like that, you know, when we friends, like I'm gonna give in to my brother. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give my brother what he want if I got it. So, you know, when we doing real business, we gotta take that out of the equation, you know, and talk to the lawyers or something like that. Man, leave me out of it.
Man, bro, look how God worked though, bro. Like, yeah, like you battling, doing what you doing, and you been making your money. You've been negotiating, doing your thing, and we're gonna talk about that because you put a number out there, bro, and people really think you made that number. And I ain't asking for you to say what number you made. I'm saying you got people out here, they just finally made this. I'm like, bro, y'all tripping. But But look how God worked though, bro. You battling outside the ring, you dealing with the stuff that fighters gotta deal with, especially when you stand on something. If you just a yes man and you gonna do whatever the suit or your promoter tell you to do, you probably not gonna have no problems outside the ring. But if you somebody that stand on business, you got a vision for your life and your career, and you gonna make sure it goes in that direction, you gonna have some stuff that come up. But you get a dude way across the world, bro. And you his favorite fighter.
And he know everything about me.
He know everything about you, and his main goal is to get you the big fight.
Yes.
Bro, that's crazy to me. When did you first meet him or get wind of him?
Man, I got wind of him, you know, years ago. You know, there was actually, you know, somebody else in his position, you know, that I was his favorite fighter. You know, and he wanted to do business with me, but, you know, he wasn't on the level of Turki. They like, man, he nothing. So when Turki came into position, you know, and I met Turki, you know what I mean, it was just different. Like, he wanted the best for me because he seen how, you know, I was getting blackballed. He seen how the system was, you know, doing me. He seen how, you know, the promoters was having this agenda to assassinate my character. And, you know, it wasn't just Top Rank, you know, it was, you know, other promoters like, oh, he don't sell. But when you look at every arena that I done fought in, I didn't packed it.
Vegas,
you know?
MSG.
It didn't matter where it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Packed it, you know? And so he just like, you know, I dislike the promoters. Instead of them promoting you, they trying to tear you down, you know? But I just wouldn't let them. I just, you know, keep doing what I'm doing. And, you know, I always said, as long as I keep winning, that's all that matters. So when a lot of people say, oh, well, he was fighting Canelo for the money. You know, I got money. I been had money. You know, I could have been retired. You know, I was fighting for legacy. Legacy was what I was fighting for because I knew beating Canelo was gonna do something that never been done before. You know? So my thing was, this is an opportunity for not only for me to shut all these people up that says all these negative things about me, but to be a slap in the face for all these promoters and managers that, you know, says all these things and say that I can't do this and I can't do that.
Right. Look how God work. You stay down until you come up, man. He'll assign people to you to bless you and to get you where he wants you to go. And it's somebody that we never heard of. Dude just came on the scene and made you his priority, bro. So that's a blessing. And the thing about, like, he fighting Canelo or you fighting for a payday. Duh.
Right.
Who's fighting for free? No, I don't want just a payday. I want a career high payday.
Facts.
Then we gonna do the money thing, then we gonna do the legacy thing. Now, if I'm just trying to take it for the money and I really don't think I can beat you, that's a different situation. So people gotta understand, oh, you just wanna do it for the money. Who's fighting for free?
Nobody.
Please tell me. Nobody. So I can't fight right until I get this fight right. Once I take care of that at the table, all right, let's go get ready now, get my body right. So I don't understand. So y'all need to stop saying, I know it's popular, payday. Yes, that's what you want when you fighting big name guys. I want that payday.